Hello everyone, John Runner 88 here, another Star Wars figure review. This time it is the Imperial Shock Trooper. Interesting wording there for the name, as it is on let's do a classic sideways card art reveal. It's on a Clone Wars card, and we didn't really see any shock troopers in the Clone Wars when they were Imperial shock troopers. Could be wrong. They may have showed up in like the very last episode when, Order 66 went through, but I don't believe Palpatine was declared Emperor at that point yet. But I digress. It would have made a little more sense on like a Bad Batch card, because we definitely saw some shock troopers at the beginning of the Bad Batch, when the Empire was, just forming. So they could have done that, but instead we got a Clone Wars card. Not too big of an issue, but there's the back. Got the decent little pose there. Sometimes these back poses are a little lackluster, but let's take a look at these guys, because they are awesome, because they are on the new clone body. No removable head or anything. Would have been nice, but shock troopers we've never seen like without their helmets on, so I think they're a little more rigid when it comes to their uniforms and how they conduct themselves, being relatively high-ranking, considering they're like, they guard like the Senate and the Emperor himself, so, or just, Palpatine before he becomes Emperor. Yeah, I'd say like the only little issue I have is the lines on the top are a little too long, and they don't quite go over as much as they should. Does have the correct amount of lines. I did count on like a lot of the images I could find, so it's supposed to be like 12 lines. They just should have been spread out a little bit more, and then a little shorter, but still looks good. It's all there. Everything else is lined up pretty good, and you got some paint marks on the shoulders. Look like they're scuffed up. Definitely going to add a little more weathering to these guys, and I like taking some nail polish remover and getting those stamps off the legs. Of course, it's nice and blurry, but yeah, you can see it there. So these ones aren't too bad. I hate when they print like black on like a stormtrooper or something. It's just like, why are you doing that? These stamps are just stupid to begin with, but why not put it on like the very back? That'd be nice. But yeah, so definitely gonna add some little specks here with like probably some black and white, and just kind of go all over. And I'll probably add some light gray onto the bottom of the shoes, the boots there, just to make it just add a little more color to the overall figure. But I mean, as far as the colors, they look good. They did paint like the back of the belt and everything, which is nice. And they did paint the back of the chest armor, the torso here, which is cool. Nice little touch. So let's do a little comparison, because this is the old shock trooper. You can see all that fun, lovely yellowing to his torso. And this is what a lot of people still will claim is superior to the new clones, and they can believe that if they want to. They're just wrong. The new clone is just, ever since they redid this new helmet, while I love the unmasked head, I will, as long as we get him here and there, I'm all for this new head, or this new helmet sculpt. It's just so good. My phone does not want to cooperate today, but just the proportions are great. Like the old antenna mold is just like, it's too skinny. in like, I don't know, the proportions are just all off, and you can definitely see from like the side, it's just got like this weird, it's very like flat like right here. I don't know, proportions just aren't proportioning, but you know, for the age of this figure, it's like what, like almost 20 years old probably at this point. You know, paint apps are really good on it. And yeah, you know, holds up for the most part. If it's all you got, you know, nothing wrong with it. But no, it doesn't, can't even compare to just the quality of these new figures and just the overall articulation and everything. Yeah, it was cool to back the gunship and then wake up in the morning for work and see that Amazon was, you know, also charging my account to send me some shock troopers. I'm sure people who army build these and got a lot more than 2 probably didn't like that very much, but you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. Just seems like our bank accounts get bombarded with all these companies, whether it be Hasbro Pulse or, you know, Amazon. You know, come September, October, they just start bombarding us with every pre-order that's been outstanding for the last few months. But yeah, it's gonna about do it. They come with, you know, 2 typical blasters, long blaster, short blaster, and they, yeah, some awesome troops to add to our collections. Did you pick them up? You getting some shock troopers? You know, if they're ever on clearance somewhere online, which they probably won't be because they'll probably all be bought up, but, you know, wouldn't say no to a couple more, but we'll see. They'll probably do like a 4-pack or something, which I'll probably pass on, because I don't need them that bad. We usually don't see more than a couple in a scene, so, yeah, did you pick them up? How many did you get? Let me know. I'm curious. And go follow me over on Instagram, JohnRunner88 over there as well. And I think that's going to about do it for this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye, guys.